Hey, so here we are again. Again, I went on YouTube, couldn't find nothing on how to remove an old stereo out of a 1954 210 Belair 150. I think this would be work on anything in the 50s. It's very simple. Mine specifically is a 54. So obviously I already set mine up. I'm doing a couple of different things to it. I'm trying to hook up a Kleenex box stereo in here, so it's kind of discreet and you can't really see it. But my main thing is, whenever I was doing this, I had no idea how to remove the stereo. So what I thought I could do today is just kind of walk through the steps on how to do it, and just so the next person that's trying to bring one of these back to life can kind of figure it out and have a little fun doing it. First thing you can do, these bad boys just pop off. All these do right here. All right, from here, you got to remove those. Give me a second. So this is just leisure time, so this one, I don't have the right tools. We're just going to use one of these. From here, just remove these pieces. All right, from here, you got to get underneath. Let's see if I got some light. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to take these two bolts off, and that will loosen up the bracket on this side. Now on the other side, I believe they don't have a bracket at all on it. So it's just this side that's being held up with those two screws. Now, like I said, I already have mine set up. I don't want to remove it again. But those are the two bolts you got to take off. After that, you can wiggle it out. Obviously this piece, you're gonna have to angle it up, and then it should be able to come right back out. It's very simple, but again, I couldn't find anything. Also inside of there, behind your faceplate right here, there's a speaker. I replaced mine with, I believe it's going to be a Pioneer 6x9. So when you get in there, there's 4 screws that are holding that piece in as well. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you do that though, there's a couple of little brackets that hold the speaker in place, so be careful not to lose those, because you will need them to replace it. Obviously you can see here, I got my power wires, or sorry, my speaker wire for that speaker. So right now this stereo is not functional, and I don't want it to be functional, but what I did do is that the old school light that's inside of here, it is going to be wired. Here's my power, my negative, and my power. I am going to be wiring that up, so whenever I do put my stereo in here, when that stereo turns on, this power light will come on, and my Kleenex box, which should be here with the Bluetooth stereo, is going to be underneath it. It's going to be, this will light up like if it's this stereo, hoping to, you know, just keep it nice and clean, and people will believe that maybe this is the one that's bringing out the sound. Just little updates like that just to make it look kind of cool. Today I won't be doing that, but just a quick little video on how to remove the stereo, because again, I went on YouTube, couldn't find nothing. It was just kind of irritating, so I figured, what the hell, I'll make my own. So the next couple days I'll probably put in my Kleenex box stereo. You guys can check that out and maybe have some ideas on how to hide yours or whatever. Just like the lighter video, I am going to be hooking up to the ignition, because it is an aftermarket ignition. So when my car's on, the stereo will come on and the lighter will work. When the car's off, all that stuff will be off. Obviously there is a direct power on this ignition switch right there, it'll have in the back, it'll have direct power, and then when you turn the battery on, or the car on itself, then everything else will get power, but our constant will be on. So hopefully it pans out pretty good.